Okay, let's talk about the system itself. First, I'm gonna tell you a little story. This is actually pretty funny. So the Leo guy came out to visit us a few weeks back here at STG in the warehouse, showed him the project bikes. We were talking about the stuff they had available for the 400 that was not going to be here till the end of October, and I saw this slip-on. And I said, man, that's a bad motherfucker right there. We need that. Our Ninja 400 riders are going to want that. Why is that? Well, it looks great, it sounds great, it fits great. And this right here, that retails for $199.95. Great quality, okay? You want the black version of it? $219.95. Stupid cheap, great brand, great fit, great quality, equals home run. So I placed an order for about 50 slip-ons. That's all there is in the country. We have everything there's in the country until the end of October. So if you like this, well, you're gonna wanna get it fast because it won't be long. They will all be gone. Let's talk a little bit about the system itself. This is not street legal, okay? You're leaving the OEM head pipe in place. All you're replacing is from here back. Weight difference. The stock can's about 9 pounds. This 2.65 pounds, significant difference in weight. The whole street legal stuff, that's more important to some people than it is other people. You are leaving basically the emission stuff in check here on the bike, but once again, this has not been submitted for homologation, so it's just important that you understand that. Let's talk fuel controllers now. When installing this slip-on, there is no need to install a fuel controller or remap the ECU. You will not burn down your engine by installing this. Everything's gonna be fine, it's gonna run fine, you're gonna lose some weight, odds are probably pick up a little bit more power. It looks a lot better and it sounds a lot better. If you dig what you see, you're interested in what it takes to get this installed, we got a short video that covers every step so you can get the same result as we did here. Okay, before we dive into the install here on the LeoVince LV-10 slip-on, I want to show you the two canister options. Both are constructed from stainless steel. Okay, this is your standard finish and this is your black satin finish. $199 and $219 are the retails on these. Both, you got to give it, look gorgeous. Look at the welds, quality. The weight is 2.65 pounds as compared to about 9 pounds for your OEM slip-on. Okay, going to start off with your mid pipe. I want you to slide the barrel clamp over the end of the mid, and then slip this over your OE header, like so. The clamp's going to slide down, no big deal, we'll grab that in a second. From here, I'm going to go ahead and grab canister. Let's go ahead and slip that over, like so. I'm going to support that while I grab the hardware. Okay, once you slide the canister over the mid, just kind of hold on to everything, okay? Here is the hardware we're going to use to attach it to the OEM foot peg. We have a dress washer. You're going to slide the fastener into that dress washer. That's an internal 6 hex fastener. We have an aluminum spacer. That is going to go in between the OE footrest and the bracket that is welded to the canister. Nice clean design. Pass the fastener through like so. And then we have the nut. This is a great place to use some thread locker, okay? For this, I'm going to use red. Just a little bit. Get it inside the nut. You want to make sure this isn't going to come loose. Once we've done that, go ahead and start the nut. Okay, now the first thing I'm going to do is tighten all this. Got a 13 mil wrench, got a 6 T-handle here, internal hex. And you can see that as I tighten that up, it really squared everything up back here pretty nicely, okay? I'm going to go ahead and put final torque on that now. Next, I'm going to grab the single exhaust spring that was supplied with this. This is going to go through the loop on the canister and then attach to the loop on that mid pipe. There's a lot of different ways to install this. What I'm showing you right now is a method using a pair of side cutters. There are spring tools that are made that you can do this with as well. pliers. The side cutters, you don't squeeze hard enough to cut through it, obviously, just enough to hold it, and you see that I was able to put a lot of pressure on it and pull it forward. That is a pretty snug fit right there. Okay, now it's time to get the barrel clamp in position so we can torque this down. That's going to be a 5mm internal hex. And what I like to do is get it as close to the end as possible. And you want to try and position the barrel clamp so that it's out of your direct sight line. It just makes everything look better, okay? Make sure we don't have any clearance issues after the fact. So right about there looks pretty good. And that's something certainly you can adjust down the road. Now, before I put any significant torque to that, just want to check the alignment of the system, just make sure it's in the best possible spot. Now we'll torque this down. Okay, we can go a little farther. Just about there. Okay, that looks good. Okay, very important step now. Before you start the bike, see all the handprints on it? If we don't clean those off and we start the bike and put heat in the pipe, it's gonna burn those right in there. So I'm gonna clean the system anywhere we've touched it, right? Even the stock header a little bit of fingerprints. There's a lot of oil that's in your skin, okay? It's on the metals right now. You get this stuff hot, it's gonna burn it in there. It's really gonna have a negative impact on the finish of your system, and you don't want that. I'm using Maxima MPPL, which is basically a improved version of WD-40. WD-40 would also work for this, okay? I'm using one rag to clean, and then once I've wiped everything down, I'm gonna come back with a clean, dry rag and wipe all that off. Get it as dry as possible. Once I've done this, we'll be ready to start the bike. Okay, here we go, moment of truth. Let's see what it sounds like. Of course, I've already started the bike and warmed the engine. Never rev cold motor. That absolutely sounds as good as it looks. So to recap, okay, that's $199.95. It looks badass. It sounds badass. Look at the fit too. It just looks really good on the bike. Remember, $199 is the retail for this finish. If you want the black finish, it's just 20 bucks more at $219. This is the all new LeoVince LV-10 slip-on exhaust on our 2018 Kawasaki Ninja 400 STG project bike.